Round 4 of the Scars of Mirrodin block constructed daily. We're here playing against Larry Swayze of Star City Games Open fame. He's famous for his blue-green Vengevine deck that he used to use in the Cawblade era. So, he's a pretty interesting guy. I really enjoy um, some of his stuff. He does some articles, I believe. Not many, but he has an interesting take on the game, and he's a grinder on the MTGO. Pretty serious grinder, so he's always a good opponent to play against. So let's see how this game turns out. He's playing a Pure Steel Paladin deck as well. So I get the I win the roll here. Very nice. This hand's fine. Not the best, but we do have Black Sun Zenith to deal with Mirror Crusader, and that's really important in this matchup. Unfortunately, we don't have a great answer to Pure Steel Paladin if he has one. But we do have two Steel Sabotage to counter any equipments he plays afterwards, which is nice. So he starts off with a Mortarpod. That's just the best sign for us. Mortarpod is so weak on its own without having everything set up. So he goes for a Sword of War and Peace there. We get to counter that. Be just beautiful. We get to play Tezzeret here and animate Ichor Wellspring. I expected him to block and shoot Tezzeret here. I don't think he needed to take that 5 damage. He was going to kill it anyways. But as you see, he shot it there. But we get to keep on attacking with our 5/5. We're putting him in a lot of pressure right now, and we'll see how he deals with it. So he goes for Pure Steel Paladin. It's kind of annoying, but nothing's actually happened yet. So he attacks us for 1. We don't bother with it. We're going to bounce his land. I'd rather counter an equipment spell. So we attack for 5 here. Play a land, pass. Our opponent goes for a Sword of War and Peace, which we counter. And he concedes to what we have is here. We can up the Ratchet Bomb, kill his Pure Steel Paladins. I'm sorry, not kill the Pure Steel Paladin. We didn't have the win next turn, but he conceded anyways. He just felt he was too far behind. Not the worst idea, but he may have just wanted to let us keep going with it. Anyways, he was a little bit on tilt from some bad luck earlier today, so that may have been why he did what he did. So we're gonna go to game 2 here. I mulligan to 6. He keeps a 7 card hand, 7 land hand. That'd be awesome. So he starts off with a turn 1 Flare Husk. So we get to play an island and keep Steel Sabotage for turn 2. Pure Steel Paladin, so we have a Dismember for that. It's really annoying when you have to pay for life, but I mean, it's a Pure Steel Paladin. You're going to have to pay for it anyways. So we stick with Mycosynth Wellspring. He sticks a Mirror Crusader. That's very annoying. We need to hit a Black Sun Zenith, so we're going to start drawing cards if we can. We hit one off our Ichor Wellspring. We will be able to kill Mirren if he didn't have the Flare Husk on him, so we bounce the Flare Husk. That saves us for 2 damage and allows us to kill the Mirren straight up next turn. So we give the Black Sun Zenith. This card is so important in this matchup, as I was talking about. Mirror Crusader is very good in this matchup. You just gotta kill it. So we have the Grasp of Darkness for his hero. Let's draw our cards first to see what we get. So we get another Wellspring, so we just Grasp away and play our land. So he has a Sword of Body and Mind here, not a problem. Mortarpod does give him a body though, so we have to deal with that creature. He F6 this turn, so he's going to miss us Black Sun Zenith away his Mortarpod. And we should be at 10 life. So it looks like he's flooded here. He didn't attack here with his Sword of Body and Mind. He's just a little on tilt. I've been on the same place as him. It's very easy to get in that situation. So he missed a free Wolf and free Milton and a free 3 poison on us. Now we can actually play our own Ink Moth and block his, keeping that Ink Moth from ever attacking again. It can still tap for mana, but if he ever turns into a creature, it instantly dies. Now we get to play our Consecrated Sphinx. He'll be able to go through it with a Sword of Body and Mind, but we're going to start to be able to draw what we need to. He top decked a Dismember, so he gets to use both of them to kill a Consecrated Sphinx. We have a Dismember of our own to kill his Hero Bladehold, and we have a Batterskull here. So he gets a Flare Husk, so he can start attaching stuff to it. We get to swing here. We have the Ratchet Bomb, so we draw nothing off of our Wellspring. So we have the Ratchet Bomb, so we know that he won't be able to hit us with his Germ Token next turn. will just blow up all germs at the end of, when he tries to attack. Inkmoth Nexus is very nice for him there. It's a good blocker. I mean, good attacker with all of his equipment on board. So we return our Batterskull to our hand after we blow up all the germs. We're gonna try a cycle Wellspring, see if we can get anything good. We find a Tezzeret, which is very nice. I was considering waiting on it, but I figured it's actually our best option to play it straight up now. We're gonna put him down to 3 here if he doesn't block with his Inkmoth, and we're threatening 2 creatures next turn to attack with, and he'll only have 1 creature block with. But he did top deck an Inkmoth Nexus, which that was nice for him. So he hits us down for 3 poison, gets a wolf, attaches the sword to a wolf, which makes our Zenith a lot worse. I was going to Zenith for 2 and swing in with a 3/3 and a 5/5, which one would have us the game. Instead, he has a Sword of Body and Mind, which means we can't use a Zenith plan. So we just attack with both of them. Our opponent blocks both, which is fine for us, and we get to play a Consecrated Sphinx. So things are looking really well for us here. And our opponent just activates his Inkmoth again, and that's game. He doesn't have enough to block all of our guys. So he hits us down to 6, mills us for some more cards, and that's game. So that was a really interesting daily. We're considerably lucky. You gotta have some luck to win the block dailies. But again, there's also a lot of bad players too, or not real decks. So it's just stuff you gotta remember. Make sure just to play the best you can. You're gonna lose a lot of games to luck. The mirrors often come down just to who drew the most Wellsprings and who drew the most Tezzerets / Consecrated Sphinxes. Volition Reigns from the sideboard, but it's really interesting format. Definitely a lot cheaper than, well, not a lot cheaper, a little cheaper than standard, but something you might want to try out. I'll talk to you later.